All right, so today we're talking about the 5 mistakes to avoid when you're designing your Black Hills home. We're gonna go into things like mudroom size for snow boots, garage insulation, deck orientation for wind. We're also gonna talk to you about why basements make so much sense here because of the 4 foot frost walls we already have to build. You just add 4 more foot, you get a concrete floor. Make sure you stick around to the end because I've got a bonus tip that you're gonna absolutely love regarding your mechanical room that most builders completely overlook. I've seen it time and time again, but it's going to save you a ton of money. It's good for your health and it's good for your monthly bills. All right, let's dive right in. All right, so for point one, we're going to talk about the mudroom. I think we need to talk about making sure it's at least 5 foot wide, drop zone for all the stuff. People are wearing snow gear, a lot of different things, and it really depends on how many people are in your family to consider how much space you truly need. Now, remember, there's sports, there's all kinds of different things that you need to take into consideration. But I definitely want you, or I highly recommend you use tile or at least LVP, and I would heat it. It's not that much money. It's about $1,500 to $2,000 to heat it. My mudroom is heated. I absolutely love it. So I think that's definitely a good plan for you. I also like to put a separate coat closet in there for seasonal coats and then a locker system. I have 6 lockers with a bench down below where people can hang up their coats and all their stuff they're using. There's a basket above it. Then below it, there's a bench where they can put their shoes. But the combination of lockers and a seasonal coat closet works absolutely epic in this market. That will take care of your mudroom. You'll be very happy. All right, point number 2 is the garage. Yes, you want to have a insulated, heated garage in South Dakota. If you aren't going to heat it right now, at least make sure it's pre-wired for the heater. In this market, you want a gas line. Natural gas is really cheap here. So you want a gas line, you want your electrical, you want your thermostat at a minimum. And generally, we put in the HVAC already for you because it's not super critical, but it's certainly easy to do during construction. So I highly recommend doing that as well. Also, I recommend a floor drain in there. I mean, who doesn't like a floor drain? You can wash your car in the winter. You've got mud, salt, water, all the garbage they put out in the winter here in South Dakota. It's bad for your car. And with the drain, you can actually use your garage all winter. You can wash your car, hook up your pressure washer, which is why I recommend a hot, cold water spigot in there as well. You can't go wrong. It's 100% necessary. It's a very small ad. These are things that you want to definitely consider. And also, I would wait a year, let your concrete settle. It'll crack a little bit, spider cracking, all that good stuff concrete does everywhere, especially in South Dakota. And then after that, what I like to do is epoxy it. I have the best epoxy guy in the entire Black Hills. Guys, reach out. I'll hook you up. It's critical. It looks stunning. I just did mine not too long ago. It looks absolutely fantastic. Point 3 is about the roof and the snow in this market. Okay. So the minimum pitch you can have here in South Dakota per coat is a 312 pitch for shingles. Anything less than that, you're going to need steel because the snow is going to be sitting on it for a long time. Okay. Now remember, steel is tricky in this market because insurance has gotten crazy. They won't cover cosmetic damage unless you have a special rider, which costs you a bunch more money. So in my opinion, definitely you should think about shingles. If you want the look of steel, go ahead and do that. But remember, you're going to pay the price for it. It's right now 3 to 4 times more than shingles, and you got to get that special rider. So you really got to want the look. Okay. Otherwise, I highly recommend sticking with shingles. Remember, you also want to have your snow guards above your entry and above the garage area. Okay. It's something to consider if you're doing metal. Keep that in mind. Once again, though, I highly recommend going with shingles. Also, keep in mind your valleys where they meet. You want to make sure you frame a cricket in there to get the snow off, to get the water off so it doesn't just sit there all winter long between the 2 roof lines. Okay, so you want to have proper drainage. You don't want too many valleys in your roof. So I always say when it comes to the different roof lines and things like that, keep it simple, stupid. It's always the saying, and I love it, and it's something to apply when it comes to your roof. Okay, point number 4. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is so different in this market. This is, I think, what most people have a hard time understanding is that we always do basements, or at least you should. Now, it's really interesting because they're very common here, and as you know, we do have a team in Scottsdale, in the East Valley, West Valley, the whole Phoenix area, actually. We're scaling a massive team right there now. We have specialists all over the valley. We can hook you up with one. We have them literally in every city in the area. We have an agent specialist for you. So if you're considering on the place there, look us up, or if you want a vacation home there from South Dakota, because we have that awesome Allegiant flight that I travel on often. Definitely think about that. And there's some great tax benefits there as well. Okay. So anyway, out there, we don't really do basements. Okay. It's weird because of the ground, the things like that. But in South Dakota, you traditionally need 4-foot frost walls. So if you already go 4 foot deep, go 8 foot, you just do 4 more foot and pour a basement floor, and you have a full basement. It's super affordable. I'll give you a great example of this. At about 1,800 square foot on the main level, you can do an additional 1,800 square foot basement to double your square footage to 3,600 foot for an additional $125,000. So think about that. For another 15 to 20% of the total cost of your build, you can double your square footage, which to me makes this a no-brainer. Worst case scenario, guys, spend the $30,000 or $40,000 just to do an unfinished basement. Let the next guy finish it. He can build some equity, all that stuff. But please do a basement. You got to understand the basements in South Dakota, if they're unfinished, you can still put beds down there. You can use an entertainment space, put a gym down there. It has electricity, it has lights, it has all that stuff. It's ready to go for plumbing. So always, at least at a minimum, do an unfinished basement. In my opinion, super cheap to double your square footage. Makes total sense. That is the basement hack here in South Dakota. Take advantage of that for this particular market. Now, look, guys, if you're getting value from this video and you want to see more behind the scenes of how we actually build and design these homes for this unique climate, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Over 75% of the people that are watching are not subscribed. So it doesn't cost you anything. It's huge. It helps me out greatly. I spend a lot of time every week doing these videos. Please subscribe. Give the video a like. That really helps with the algorithm, helps with the channel, and it lets me know what kind of stuff. And don't forget to comment, guys. Do you like these videos? Comment. I know I got some good feedback on my drone type neighborhood tours. We're going to be bringing you a bunch more of those as well. So let me know what you guys want to see. I love making content for you, and it's so much fun, but it is a lot of work. So hook me up. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, let's get right back into it. Point 5 is driveway orientation. All right, so we're going to talk about your driveway, which is a weird subject, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so this is tricky because you want to prioritize your views. I know, especially in Miller Ranch, the views are actually mostly south, so you're going to get a north-facing driveway because generally most plans prioritize rear-facing views. And so you always want to pay attention to the views. It's not that big of a deal to have a north-facing driveway, but if you can get a south-facing, it definitely helps. My driveway is south-facing, and I pay attention to my neighbor's driveway, which is north-facing, and he has to plow and shovel twice as much as me. But once again, as long as you keep your driveway nice and clear, it works out fine. But also pay attention to where you want a snow zone. Along my driveway, I have like a specific place that I plow the snow. There's the ditch in front where I can pile snow through the winter. Okay. Most people never think about this. I cover all this stuff when we're doing the initial house design because I grew up here. You won't make these mistakes when you work with us. You already know that we're your new construction experts. So don't forget to reach out. But guys, I have the bonus for you. This is huge. We do things different. Once again, every market is a little bit different. So I promised you this bonus tip. Thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate that. We're going to talk about the mechanical room. You want it kind of central. It's not as critical as it used to be, but it definitely makes sense mainly for your furnace and your water heater. But for the water heater situation, we can do a recirc on your water heater, which will recirc every 15 minutes. So you'll always have hot water on demand. Also, we always get your house ready for a water softener. We plumb every house with a water softener loop, and it is ready to go. You also want a sprinkler stub outlet. And we do that on every house as well, but you also have to pay attention to radon. Radon is high in this particular market and it's random. So we don't care about that. We just put it in every house because it's cheap, it's easy, it looks good, it's clean. You don't even know what's in there. Okay, so we put it, but we use an awesome combination that works in the sump pit so it doesn't take up any extra room. And also, we recommend a two-stage furnace. So remember, traditionally you have a one stage, which is either on or off, but a two-stage runs at different levels, 10, 20, 30, 40, 80%, to keep the house at a nice temperature, a little bit nicer, more comfortable, also saves you money. So those are some things to pay attention to in the mechanical room. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're serious about building or buying in the Black Hills or even selling or in Arizona, reach out to me and my team. My contact info is below in the description. If you want to see exactly how we build these custom homes from the ground up, check out this house tour right up here, and you can see exactly what a house looks like prior to the drywall. So super pumped for that. Walks you through one of our latest projects, which, by the way, I'm going to do the final video. It's going to be done soon, so you're going to see what it looked like in the construction. We're actually just waiting on a pool table, and that house is fully done, but the pool table's been delayed. It keeps getting delayed, but we're going to bring that to you. It's going to be super pumped. I'm so pumped for that project. That is an absolute beautiful home. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.